Okay, so after you get the cell, you just want to die. Okay. So yeah, once you get that scout fly, you just want to... Okay, there's a few methods to do this, actually. There's 3. I'm going to show you all 3, actually. So the way that I do it is I do a deep extended to that plank right there. So I can get that like ledgeless or whatever. Yeah, okay, I didn't die. That's good. The other way you can do it, you can do boost it over to that. There's like a plank with 2 boards on it. Right here. Or you can do the roll jump, which I find kind of weird to do, but you can do it. Right to the same plank as you do the extended one. If you die, get put back here anyway. So one that I like to do is the extended. Just because I like doing extendeds. So yeah, you can do it one of 3 ways. Pick whichever you like. After you get this scout fly, you want to go across and get these orbs. At this point, it's important not to die, because you'll get sent back all the way to, well, where I was just at. It costs a lot of time. And the important thing, like as you're grabbing those orbs on the rails, don't watch the orbs so much, but watch more of the where you're going to land, rather, so you don't like die or ledge grab and bonk and whatever it may be. Just make sure you can land. You have a place to land, and that's the most important thing. After you do this, you're gonna come up here. You can, like, you don't have to do this extended under the bridge. You can just come up here if you want, but it's faster to do the extended, which is why I do it. Then when you land here, you want to walk across the bridge, walk back, and that'll give you the checkpoint for this area. And then you can just continue on your merry way. Now we're going to do Red Sage. Cutscene skip. So there's this button right here. So if you haven't done this before, I'd recommend making a safety save right here. Because if you fail this, then you're going to lose a lot of time. So making a safety save makes it slightly more safe. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to inch jack close to this button. About right here. And you want to face backwards. Now, I'm going to do this once. And then just show you how, just basically show you how it's done. Because, okay, here it is. I'll explain it after. Okay. So, that's how you do Red Sage. I'm going to load it back, because I made a safety save. Okay. So, to do Red Sage cutscene skip, what you're going to do is you're going to pause buffer, which was the R2 and start. And then, because as you're next to this button, all you have to do is just punch away from the button and you'll press it. But if you don't press the button, then the cutscene can't be skipped. So, as I pause buffer, I do my first punch toward the bottom of, well, the left analog stick is moved towards the bottom. And you should, like, walk out of this door and then do an uppercut dive outside of the door and dive into the lava. So that's square X square. So you're gonna punch, walk out of the door, and then do and uppercut dive. Punch, walk out of the door, uppercut dive. So it's going to look like this. Make sure your analog stick, of course, is pointed toward the door. You can double tap triangle when you're inside the hut, just to get the camera inside the hut. So you're going to walk up next to it. Pause buffer, punch, uppercut dive. Or punch, walk out of the door, uppercut dive. Okay. And if you hear yourself die, then you're good to unpause. If you do not hear yourself die, then you have to load it back up. Okay, but I did hear myself die, so I'm gonna unpause, which means I did the cutscene skip right. So this time I want you to listen to Jack die. Did you hear him fall into the lava? Okay, so pause buffer. Okay, if you heard him die, which I did, I can unpause. If you didn't, then you have to load the game back up and try again. Okay, so after you do that, come over here, get the scout fly, punch back across and talk to the oracle. Okay, then you want to grab these orbs. If you have 165 going into the gondola, you didn't miss anything. And you want to split on the gondola.
Swiggity swooty, I'm coming for that booty. Swiggity swooty, I'm coming for that booty. Swiggity.
Okay, now for Snowy. Snowy is one of those levels where there's more than one route to it, because this is very open. This level is very open. So we've had two different routes for it, but I'm going to show you, of course, my route, because this is my way. So you're going to high jump onto this. Grab all the orbs. I practiced this level like a lot, just so I can make the movement like muscle memory pretty much. So everything I do is very exact. Especially in my runs. So you don't have to do the platform skip here. You can just jump across all the platforms. Ground pounding gives you a bigger hitbox, so you can grab all the orbs there. Like right here as well. You can single jump for those and then double jump for the rest of these. I always try to aim for the middle of the platforms just in case, I don't fall off or anything. Okay. So I'm going to grab Flut Flood again, and then get Flut Flood out of bounds. This trick is actually pretty easy. But what you want to do is you want to ground pound on this wall. And then as you hear them make the re sound, I guess, You hear the flut flut do the resound, then he's about to like fall pretty much. He's about to ground pound. And so what that means is if you're on a wall, you can scale the wall by ground pounding on it and then mashing X. But you have to move forward and up, of course. But I'm just showing you that you can stay on the wall forever if you do it right. So what you're going to do on this wall is you're going to scale the wall, and there's like this other invisible wall that it's allowing me, or not allowing me to go across. So what you're going to do is you're going to go around the invisible wall while you're out of bounds. It's kind of weird, like you can't really see it, but that's what I'm doing. So you're going to ground pound on the wall, you're going to scale it a little bit, then go right. Ooh, I don't know if I even made it. Okay, I didn't. But you're going to scale the wall and just wrap yourself around. You're going to move your analog stick, just wrap it around. You can double jump again, or you can jump again if you have to. But yeah, I got past the invisible wall, so I'm going to try that one more time. Okay, I got this checkpoint. Uno mas. So I'm going to ground pound, mash X, do another jump, and scale around the invisible wall. After that, you can get a running start, double jump and ground pound here, double jump onto this, double jump, come back around here. So to not take damage here, which I just did there, what you want to do is jump onto this. Okay. Alright. What you want to do is... I accidentally killed everyone. I didn't realize that. But, wow. I didn't see that. Okay, let me get fluff on again. Okay. So it's important that you have ready go here. Okay, so normally you would kill this guy, right? But as you jump onto here, you want to make sure Flut Flut isn't pointed towards the enemy, because he'll hurt you, I guess. So if you turn away, then he won't hit Flut Flut, and so you'll be fine. And then he'll jump off on its own without killing all the enemies, and that's when you kill him. Okay. Come back for the orbs. My route goes over here. Now, this one's a little bit tricky. It's not too bad. But if you see where I jump off, there's this little corner, like as you go across here. You want to jump off of about right here. So if you look at that, jump off right here. And then if you see right in front of, right on top of Jack's head, there's like two bunches of crystals, I guess. You want to jump and ground pound on top of that second crystal, on top of the top crystal. So it kind of looks like this. You want to get a running start. And so if you ground pound and you scale this wall, you can just get a lot of height, really, and jump on top of the snow right there. So there was another way to do this, but I don't know. I feel like this way is the best. Do it one more time. Okay. You want to grab that cell and mash square so you can get off. Okay. And then from here, you kind of want to jump in between this side and the ice right here. And you'll get like infinite jumps. And then where you want to go, eventually, is about right here. If you mash square right here, you can jump forever. Well, not forever, but for a few seconds, which is a long time. It's more time than you'll need. And then you just jump from under the ice. I'll do that one more time. Okay. So this wall right here, there's like this ice rock that kind of stands out a little bit. You want to jump under that. And then jump under the ice. Jump from under the ice. Okay. Come over here. Ground pound that. And also get the scout fly. There's a hidden cell in that box right here, so if you just ground pound it, it'll just come out. And also make sure you get the scout fly too. Get the rest of the orbs right here. And there's a thing with the ice physics where if you ground pound on ice and don't move your analog stick, you won't go anywhere, which is perfect for snowy, because you're going to need to use that trick a lot, especially right here. So I use this, I double jump here, and then don't move my left analog stick, and I just slide down and grab the orbs. There's 6 orbs right there. And then from here, you just do a single jump onto here. Make sure you kill that guy. That guy's a nuisance. Get those 5 orbs, come over here. From here, you can stand on top of this and double jump onto here. A lot of people don't know that actually. So, unlisted strats, Kappa. You can get on here and just double jump. And make your way up across. Grab that, come back, grab any orbs that you missed. And then you're going to do this trick. This trick I find kind of odd to do. This is kind of the weirdest tricks to explain. But basically what's happening is that you're going to land on top of this cell. Notice how I said on top of it. And not like running into the cell. And you're going to skip the cell cutscene. So how you do that is you get this blue eco. You do a double jump. And you turn the camera as you're jumping, and then you're going to land on top of the cell, and that should skip the cell cutscene. So it kind of looks like this. And then you're going to grab the vents down here with the blue eco. Now, okay, I'm going to get all the orbs since they're already here. Okay, I'm gonna come back up there. Okay, so don't trip if you don't get this the first time. It's fine. Like you'll get this more as you practice, but yeah, it's just turning your camera. It doesn't have to be all the way around, but maybe like 90 degrees ish, and it should be fine. So as long as you land on top of the cell and you get high enough, you'll skip the cell cutscene. It's just like that. Okay, and you would ground pound to get all the orbs like I already did. And if you don't have the blue eco, when you're ground pounding for those, obviously you have to get the blue eco back. You want to come up here. Get back onto here. So, okay, another thing that I just did there, I ground pounded all 5 of these orbs right here with just like 3 ground pounds. You can do like punches and punch through all the orbs. I don't do that because when I miss an orb, it messes up my groove, really. So yeah, so I'm just showing you how I do it. It's pretty much guaranteed if you ground pound on the orbs, you'll get them. And if you ground pound without moving your left stick, your left analog stick, then you'll land like right in front of this blocker without moving. So you can just do that. And another thing I like to do, this is kind of a weird thing, I don't think anyone else does this, but because I like to slide on the ice, but I like to move my camera in so I can see when I have to ground pound onto the blocker. So I kind of do this. If not, if you're not comfortable enough to do that, you can do this. Get on the snow and then just jump on it like that. Another thing I like to do. Once again, ground pound without moving the left stick. And then do a single jump onto this one. Get these orbs. For beginner's sake, grab those. And then just come around here. So yeah, it's important to figure out when you're supposed to and when you're not supposed to ground pound and move with the ice, and when to not move at all. It's very important. Okay, so this one's kind of easy. You just kind of ground pound right in here. Oh. Just ground pound right in there. There's a lot of places you can scale that wall, so that's not too bad. From here, I'm going to ground pound and land on that scout fly. Come back for those 5 orbs. Since I have 1 health, I want to be kind of careful here. I'll actually have 2. But kill the enemies. Kill that dude. Scale this wall, which again, just jump, ground pound, and mash X. Also, I missed that orb. Lemma. You'll come back here, so I won't need those orbs quite yet. You get all the orbs. Kill all the guys. And get the cell right here. Pretty straightforward. Still left that orb. This should be the last one. Okay. And you should have 80 cells by the time you finish Snowy. And I think it was 365 orbs. Yeah. 365 orbs. Okay, now for Gondola skip. The skip is kind of weird to explain. Just because there are enemies all around here. But basically what you want to do, there's this corner right here. There's this corner that you want to jump off of, sort of right here. But you want to get a running start. And you want to do a full jump. So this is kind of the inputs for a gondola jump. Gondola skip, I mean. You're going to get a running start, jump off of the corner. Oh, jump off of the corner, full jump. And then flap your wings 4 times. You can kind of hear it. Hear the flaps of the wings, but make sure you do a full jump because you want to get as far as possible and out of bounds there. Okay. And then you're gonna ground pound after the 4 flaps. Okay, so there's 2 jumps, 2 very long jumps, and then you're gonna ground pound and then move your analog stick to the down left position, and it's gonna look like this. You're gonna land inside the cave like this. I'm actually gonna get flood and do that again, just to show you guys. Because Gondola skip is kind of weird. There is another tutorial for this. I think Unreal. Unreal was my favorite tutorial that I've seen. I want to say it was Unreal. If it's not Unreal, then it was Vaser. But I always mix those two up for some reason. And that's Unreal 704, I believe. Okay, so once again, you're gonna walk to that corner, do a full jump,
I'm coming for that booty.
4 flaps,
I'm coming for that booty.
and then do a ground pound and move your analog stick to the bottom left. And you can kind of turn your camera to see where you're going, of course. That's probably recommended. And then you just want to go into the cave. So once again, looks like this. You can kind of push yourself inside the cave, yeah. So just like that. This trick is probably going to give you problems, but with enough practice, it becomes really easy. So you want to get the scout fly, get all the orbs. Don't walk out of the cave, because you can't walk back in the cave, or else you'll hard lock the game. So that's another thing. Then you want to talk to miners.